First and 10, here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first is Herbert. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Second and 3 now. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Now Herbert again. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Running for the marker on second. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. They give it to him again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Herbert now, blitz coming. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's third and goal. Herbert from the gun. Catch is made in close. It's an LA touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. Herbert's gonna look to throw for this. Escapes the pocket. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word. artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That's complete to Vele. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing here, Nix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To throw, here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. This is ahead for about 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he goes on the bootleg. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making's also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Harris. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Hits his running back.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete, it's Ingram. Juke the defender. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronco. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run it for the first time with Audric Estime. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd down, looking for options. He's got it! And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Quick slant, that's Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chargers holding on to a field goal lead. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back-to-back carries here. Across the 45 and still going. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to the well again. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Second down now, 7 to go. Right up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Shakes himself free. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both.
All of us.